Hi, my name is Cheryl Warren, an award-winning trainer specialising in neurodiversity in early years. And I would love to share with you today just a little bit more about the training that I offer settings. I deliver full day or half day in-person training, which I love doing. I also offer webinars and seminars, as well as keynotes for conferences and events all across the UK, and I've also been lucky enough to receive invitations to speak across Europe as well. I'm absolutely passionate about the messages I share in my training, all of which give delegates who attend the opportunity to review and reflect on their current understanding and practices around this really, really important area. My training is filled with my experiences, both working within the sector with these amazing, wonderful, unique children, as well as my lived experiences of parenting neurodivergent children. I'm often asked to dispel myths and the terminology that we use with regards to neurodiversity. Things are changing quite quickly, and it's really, really important that we use the terminology correctly in our settings. But more than that, it's the practical strategies that can be used within settings that delegates find the most useful. My training is full of examples, case studies, discussions, and debates on the strategies that we can use to enable our children to truly flourish in our early years settings. We dive deep into our brain's responses to stimulus and perceived stresses, and the impact that this has on our children's behaviour. Once delegates understand and become curious about the behaviours that they are seeing in front of them, they really tune in, they connect, and they understand the why behind them. And then in understanding the why and really knowing the child in front of them, they can provide safe spaces where stressors are removed and strategies are consistently used that enable trust, connection, and belonging. In my training, we look at sensory differences, and educators learn that in fact we have 8 sensory systems, not just 5, that we need to know and understand. Delegates understand why children might spin, why they might jump around, seemingly unable to sit still, or those children who chew on everything. And once we know, again, we discuss strategies that can support our children's behaviour to support regulation and to feed those sensory systems. We then dive deep into creating environments that support our children, reviewing our spaces and the sensory stimulus that we add that actually may well be triggering for some of our children, causing dysregulation or distress. Most of my training has a plan, but quite often that shifts to meet the needs of the nursery team, the school staff, or the childminders that I am training. I have content that I feel can make a real difference, but always be led by the group in front of me and ensure a day's training with me truly meets their professional development needs. But ultimately, my training and my work educates and enables early years settings to become neuro-inclusive, focusing on the strengths and how to enable our children to be their authentic selves. And by being neuro-inclusive as a setting, individuals then learn what it means to be a neurodiversity-affirming educator, an approach that is fundamental to the mental health and well-being of our neurodivergent children, and also their families. So do get in touch. I'd love to be there for you and your team on your next inset training day, or speak at your next conference or event. So see you really soon. Take care.